So we put our regular torch up there so that we can see what we're doing. Now let's continue. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 2, 3. Actually, I might move our torch a bit further along, I think. And a bit further along. There we go, that's better. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oops. We want this last one to be pointing up. Okay, so put that one there. Okay, and as you can see, we're right up against the back line of our area here, so that went pretty much perfectly. Now, you want that one there. I'll just use a block there, and that goes on there. Alright, so we've got our pipes laid down now. Now the next thing that we've got to do, this is the tricky bit. Okay, so you're really going to have to pay attention here. And I had to really do this as well. This is the hard part. You've got to get the wiring exactly right. If you don't get the wiring right, it won't work. So we put 2 wiring in here like that, then we put another one up there, then we put another one up there. Right, now I've overextended again. I can't believe I've done this again, but anyway, this is just a minor screw up on my part, sorry about that. You leave this space here blank though, then you put one redstone there and another redstone there. That's going to be the space for our toggle block. Okay, now you put 1, 2, 3 there, and we're level with the harvester here. We connect the harvester up with redstone there, and then we go 1, 2, okay, so we put 2 there and 2 there. Okay, now we're nearly finished with this. I know it's hair raising. I don't really like it very much myself either, but the last thing that we have to do in order to connect it up is to go bang, 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 like no, that's not right. Is to go 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Okay, you have to leave that extra space in there, so it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next thing that we do, this is putting in the toggle block. Okay, now some people, a couple of the people that I had asking me for a tutorial, one of the main reasons why they asked for the tutorial was because they got confused by the toggle block. Oh crap, actually before I do that, sorry, there is one other thing that I forgot, which I should have done a lot earlier, which is really bad, but anyway, hopefully you'll remember this. When you put the diamond pipe in and connect that up to the gold pipe, what you've got to do is look at the 3 colours there, right? You've got green on the obsidian, in this case you've got green on the obsidian pipe, you've got black leading down to the yellow or the gold pipe, and you've got blue leading to the chest. Right, so what you do is you right click on the diamond pipe, then you take your wood and you put that in the blue, Now the reason why you put that in the blue is because we want the blue to be pointing towards the chest, so that's where the wood will go. And then we've got black there going down towards the planter. So we put our other sapling in the black line there, which tells the pipe to send saplings down in the pipe marked with the black, so that they go back to the planter. Right, now, okay, now I'm just going to double check this just to make sure. Yep, that's fine. Okay, the gold pipe's on the green. Okay, we're good. Now I'm going to set up the toggle block. Okay, now this can be a little bit confusing, but it's not really all that hard at all. Now, I've got the toggle block in my hands, okay? You can't actually see that for some reason, but it's there. So I right-click to put it down, okay? And you can see my hand back. Now I right-click the toggle block again, and I take the change blocks. See the change blocks here? I take them out, left-click, put them down in my action bar. Now I go over here, and the next thing that I do is I put my cobblestone block, or you can just use a dirt block if you want, but I'm using the cobblestone block, and I'm going to put one of my change blocks on top of it. Now here's the important thing here. This arrow has to be pointing towards the harvester. The reason why is because this change block is going to be where our fertilizer, our bone meal, which we've got here, is going to be dispensed from. So it has to be dispensed to this block where the sapling's going to be in order to plant the tree. Right, so the next thing that we do is once we put the change block down and we're sure that the arrows point at the harvester, we right click on the change block, then we take our bone meal, we right click once on the next to the box with on, and we make sure that this is set to use. Okay, it's got two settings, use and drop. We don't want drop, we want use, which is what it's on, because that means that it will simulate a right click which will apply the fertilizer to the sapling when it comes in, when it's put up by the planter. So we've got our other 63 bone meal here. We only put one in there. We take our other 63 bone meal. We right click on the toggle block again. No, we don't, sorry. We double click first on the toggle block. So 1, 2, quickly like that. Then we take our bone meal and we put this in one of the 9 boxes here marked replenish. Now you can fill all of these up with bone meal if you want. Okay, so now we have this completely finished. Right, we've got our pipes here, we've got our green pipe there, our insertion pipe. Now what the insertion pipe does is that when that gets full, it will send the saplings through over to this chest up here. Okay, so now I'm going to get our sequencer. Now here's our sequencer here. Now the sequencer is set to a 2-second delay by default. Don't change that. Okay, oh, I nearly forgot something. I just had to knock my cobblestone block out there to get that back. Now, yeah, don't change the delay setting on the sequencer. It needs to be 2 seconds because the harvester needs a lot of time to cut down the tree. So I will put the sequencer in here, just in this spot here, and that will join up and close the circuit. And there we go, it's fertilised the tree and it's cutting it down, as you can see. Another sapling, fertilised, cutting it down. Sapling, fertilised, cutting. Okay. Now, we'll just show you again. This is filling up. Right, now a single thing of bone meal will get you just under 12 stacks of wood. That's from a single stack of bone meal, and it'll do that in about 15 minutes with this setup. Now we come down here and we have our saplings. Oh, you just saw one then, but I'll just wait for another one. There we go, into our planter. Okay, now as I said, I'm going to be putting a very detailed write-up in the comments, so hopefully you'll be able to figure this out now from there. There's the toggle block. The mods are very easy to install. There's only 5 mods now, but only 2 of them, Fenor's Mine Factory and the toggle block itself, have to actually go into the Minecraft.jar file. The rest of them stay in their zip files, and you just put the zip files into the mods directory. Although there are 2 into the mods directory. There are 2 other mods though that you actually will have to get. Sorry. ModLoader and ModLoader MP, and they will both have to go into the Minecraft.jar file as well. But I'll put a write-up on that in the description. Okay, so that'll all be in the description for you. As I said, hopefully this will be enough now so that you'll be able to figure it out. If you don't understand how to build the pipes, there's a Buildcraft wiki that you can go to. If you just Google Buildcraft wiki, you'll find it. And if you don't understand how to build the planter and harvester, there's another video on YouTube from a guy called Havpick, where he basically goes through Fenor's Mine Factory on its own. Anyway, I'll talk to everyone soon. I hope this has helped.